22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Ford Field. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, here's Stafford. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
At the 48-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Slid to Adams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, he'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there. For the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
From the gun, Stafford. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's free going down the left side. It's a full race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
First down, and they go with Swift again. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Touchdown, Detroit! Big play there. 59 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Thigpen. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, Callahan able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Callahan and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st down, Callahan, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
At the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Here's a four-receiver look now. Three of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. The ball hooked in the air and intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On 2nd down now, Callahan. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Callahan. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
For the running back.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Steelers first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Completion here to Claypool. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time. He's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. First down, touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby.
Makes the score Steelers 17. Lions.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And then open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again, Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down. Throwing again is Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To the air again, Stafford. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
17. Lions 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
44-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Adams, 56 yards. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, I'm just sitting back in my chair. Let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And taken down. We looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. When we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays,
he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Montez Sweat able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford eluding the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to air one out. Able to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take the 4th quarter lead. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they see right through that defensively as as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Quick throw here, that's complete. He'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Steeler 1st down.
Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one, second and goal now.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Callahan. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Stafford. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
For T.J. Hawkinson. Incomplete. Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And that is no good. Well, the flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
penalty. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
For first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
That's right, baby.
He is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Final score, Steelers 30.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Pittsburgh, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.